2014. This was my first UPSC attempt. The week before the exam, I was not able to sleep. Why? The moment I lie down on my bed, all different negative thoughts would come and bombard my mind. What if I am not able to crack the exam? What if I fail? What will my parents think of me? What will my friends think of me? What will happen to my career? So much of negative thoughts that I was not able to sleep. As a result, the next day is wasted. Tired, lack of sleep, and as I sit down to study, all different things come into my mind. This was one of the biggest reasons I was not able to clear UPSC in 2014. Back then, I didn't know how to solve it. But today, I know this solution of this problem. And this is what we are going to talk about in this video. Hi, my name is Anubhav Parasar and I have cleared UPSC 2 times with All India Rank 2 and All India Rank 36. And I have been helping students succeed in their journey since 2011, more than a decade now. So let us now focus on the problem first, then we will see what exactly is the solution. So the problem is about worrying about failures, all the negative things coming to our mind and stopping us from doing the things which matters most for our success. Now we Homo sapiens, means the scientific name of humans, we came to Earth in and around 3 lakh years ago in the African region. Back then, we used to live in jungles and we had constant threat of wild animals. So our brain used to be constantly aware of all the negatives, of all the problems, of all the wild animals attacking us day in and day out. So that was the only possible way to survive, right? Because we have to be aware, right? We never know when these wild animals could attack us. Now, we have been programmed, we have been living like that for almost 3 lakh years. This secured life, it is not more than 1,000 years old. And this modern life, we living inside this concrete house, it is not more than 100, 200 years old. So we have to try to understand that our brain have been programmed for more than 3 lakh years to constantly look out for negatives, to constantly worry for the negatives. It was important for our survival then. But today, we don't live in those jungles. We are inside, completely safe inside this concrete house. But try to understand that we have been programmed for 3 lakh years. So our brain's programming cannot change immediately. So the problem of worrying, problem of negative thoughts coming to our mind is because how our brain is programmed, and it is a problem not just with you and me, it is a problem with the entire human population. And we cannot solve it. We have to understand it. So what to do? How to solve? What is the solution for the problem? So let us focus on this. The first thing that you need to understand is that failure is a very, very natural phenomenon for progress. Failure is completely normal. I myself have failed in more than 15 competitive exams and I am proud of it. It is because of those failures, every failure has made me strong, and it is because of those failures I am what I am today. It is because of those failures I am speaking in front of you today. So failures are completely normal in life. The only people who don't fail are the people who don't try. Well, Thomas Edison, he failed more than 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Colonel Sanders, the owner, the founder of KFC. We all see KFC restaurants nearby us, don't we? The Colonel Sanders, right, his chicken recipe was rejected more than 1,000 times before a restaurant accepting it, and now you can see the difference, right? KFC is all over us, all over India, all over the world. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, her book was rejected for more than 12 times by different publishers. Only then it was accepted by one publisher, and the rest is history. It is one of the biggest best-selling book of the entire history, right? And one of the most entertaining film that has been produced. Do you believe that Amitabh Bachchan, he was rejected for the job of a radio jockey because of his voice? But you see, even the big people, their life is full of failures. So failure, try to understand, failure is a very, very natural progress. If you are preparing for competitive exam, right, you have to understand that competitive exam is not just an exam, it is a training ground for your mental development, right, for your perseverance, for your patience, right. It is going to develop you as a personality. So let the failure come, it is good to you. Now once you understand this, once you accept that failure is completely normal, this is when things will start happening. Because once you treat failure as normal, once your brain believes that a failure is a normal thing, it will stop treating it as a threat. The moment your brain stops treating failure as a threat, it will stop worrying about it. And this is the solution. I never worry about failures anymore because I've gone through so much of failures that now I know that failure is a very, very common phenomenon if you're trying to improve. So this is the first point. This, if you start believing that failure is normal, you'll stop getting all the problems, all the worries about failures. Second point. Now, even if the problem of failure is gone, there are many other negative problems which will still bombard your mind. It might be relationships, right? Girlfriend, boyfriend problems. It might be relationship with your friends or your family members. It might be financial constraints, or it might be many different things, right, which the negative thoughts will keep on bombarding you. It is because of the nature of our mind. We can't stop it. The best way I have found out to calm your mind is journaling. So what exactly is journaling? I've been doing this for very, very long term now. That is to put up all your thoughts, right, in writing. Just whatever is going in your mind. It might be positive, it might be negative. Some of you might have solutions for that. Some of the questions might be unsolved. Whatever is going in your mind, just write it down. And in this process, if you just spend 10 minutes every day, right, doing this, you'll see a drastic improvement in your life. Now, if you want me to make a detailed video on journaling, just make sure you put a comment and tell me in the comments, yeah, come on, right, all the problems that you're facing so that I can help you solving them. Bye-bye.